The next layer of our animated video cake is sound effects. Subtle and well-placed sound effects can enhance an animated video more than you think. In fact, I venture a guess you don't even realize just how many animated videos incorporate small pops as an image appears or whooshes as an image slides across the screen. And even though you've been taught since you were a toddler that sound effects in PowerPoint are bad, a big no-no, and not allowed, if you're making videos, we can sometimes make an exception. In case you want to follow along, you can download the fully animated pool cue example in the download section of this lecture. Using the pool cue example we used in the previous video, we'll add a few sound effects to really make this video pop. Pun intended. In case you weren't following along or you had some trouble making the pool cue example work, you can download a fully animated version in the download section of this lecture. What we're going to do is add the sound of the cue stick impacting the cue ball, and then the sound of the cue ball impacting the billiard balls. It won't be perfect, but it will give you the chance to see how it's done. Because we'll want the sound to initiate as the cue ball is hit, we're actually going to add the sound to the cue ball animation. If you've been following along, it should be the second picture 12 in the animation pane. We'll right-click the animation and select Effect Options. This opens up the Up Options panel. Towards the bottom, the Enhancement section has a drop-down for selecting sound effects. Scroll down and select the click effect. Because we'll be adding a voiceover at some point, it's probably prudent to decrease the volume of each sound effect as we go. As you can hear from your computer, the click sound isn't exactly the sound we're looking for. However, PowerPoint doesn't have a cue ball effect. If we're really ambitious, which typically we are, we could select other sound from the drop-down list and upload our own. But for the sake of time, we'll just stick with click. We now want to add the same effect for the billiard balls. We don't want to go too crazy, so we'll just add one more click to any of the billiard balls as they start at the same time. And that's about it. That's how you add sound effects to animations. The other thing we can do is add sound effects to transitions, which, as we remember, are effects between slides. On the Transitions tab, in the Timing group, click the arrow next to Sound, and then add a sound from the list or upload a sound from your computer. Of course, transition sound effects won't do anything if you're not using transitions. In the next video, we'll add the icing to our animated video cake before saving it out as a video. And obviously, by icing, I mean narrations or voiceovers.